Basketball is theatre. Acrobatics, drama, and poetry. Basketball is everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for basketball fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.
Dust off your crystal balls, team. We are going to peek into the not-so-distant future. Hello and welcome to another massive edition of Fox Sports Lab NBA. I'm your host, Ben Dixon, and with me, as always, the NBA experts Jaymz, Clements and Jack Heverin. And we'll also be joined by NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer. Jack and Jaymz, great to have you on the show.
Good to be with you, Dicko. Good time of year again. I know we said it last week, but there's a lot happening.
Thanks, Dicko. Cannot wait. This is the best part of the year for me. I'm more stoked than my old man's campfire.
Wouldn't be a show without a zinger off the top with Jaymz. Coming up, though, our title predictions with less than 30 days of the regular season to go. The latest on the MVP race and the big calls on all the big games. There's nowhere left to hide. It's T-minus 30 days until the end of the regular season. Welcome, our man, Carlos Boozer. It's great to have you back on the show, Carlos.
Great to be back, guys. How you been?
We've been okay. We're even better for having you on the show. So I'm getting straight to the point. Who wins this thing? I want to know who wins in the East, Carlos.
Yeah, I think it comes down to two teams. I think two teams have been dominant in the Eastern Conference. That's the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. Both teams are loaded, especially when they're fully healthy and they got everybody at their disposal, so to speak. Obviously, on one side, Giannis Antetokounmpo has a championship, has been very dominant. You saw last year with the lack of Middleton, they lost to the Boston Celtics because they weren't completely healthy. I think they've done a good job of trying to manage their injuries so that they're all healthy at the right time, which is right now. Boston has been particularly healthy most of the season. They've been dominant all year long. I think those are the two favorites to come out. I got Milwaukee if they're healthy, if they're missing one of the big three, that being Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jrue Holiday, and Chris Middleton. If one of those three guys is hurt, I got Boston if they're healthy.
Jaymz, you make some good points. You agree?
I got it. Milwaukee are awesome. They're 21-2 in their last 23, Dicko. You can't go past that. That's 21-23. They're absolutely unreal. Health is obviously the key aspect here in the East. But look, you can't trust the Philadelphia 76ers as far as you can throw them. They're very large. It's not going to be very far. And Boston, meanwhile, seriously, they're 26-17 after they started 21-5. Like, they've fallen off. There's questions everywhere for Boston at the moment. You're going to go with Milwaukee, Jack.
I'm the same, and I know we want a bit of difference on the show, but I don't think you can go past Milwaukee. 76ers are building. I know you're not super confident on them right now. They are building at the right time of year, but I'm with everyone else. The Bucks for me.
All right, Carlos, who wins in the West?
Great question. I think, to me, it all lands on the health of Kevin Durant. We all saw him bust his ankle the other day in warm-ups. They haven't really got a chance to really gel, but these guys are veterans. Obviously, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant. KD has been there on multiple teams, obviously winning a couple championships in Golden State. And Chris Paul's been close. Never to the mountaintop, never got the championship done. But I like the Phoenix Suns if they're completely healthy. I'm taking no disrespect away from the Denver Nuggets, who've been great all season, and some other teams that are climbing up. You see the Sacramento Kings kind of creeping in there. John Morant has little stuff looming over his availability come playoff time. But for the Grizzlies, for me, if Kevin Durant is healthy for the Phoenix Suns, that team is built for the playoffs. Chris Paul's a great quarterback. They got another elite scorer in Devin Booker on the other wing. If KD can get down on his side, and then you still got Ayton in the middle to rebound, block shots, be a presence. I like that team come playoff time.
Jack?
I'm watching the Warriors right now with a lot of interest to see what happens. So I think keep your eye on them. I think they're coming at the right time.
Look, I want to say Denver, but I can't trust them either. Look, with their little sort of dip at the moment, their defense has just fallen off a cliff. I got to go with Carlos. I love Phoenix. I love that upside. I love Kevin Durant, CP3 in the actual, in the clutch. Try and stop him. Give me Phoenix.
All right, then. Who wins the championship, Carlos?
Woo! Milwaukee versus Phoenix. That'd be a good one. I'm going to have to get my popcorn ready for that one. I'm watching every single game if that's what it comes to. I'm going to say Milwaukee because I love their defense. I think their defense is top-notch when they're completely healthy. They do a great job. I think Brook Lopez is an underrated rim protector. Does a good job of blocking shots. Oh, and by the way, he also knocks down the three ball. It would be very difficult guard for DeAndre Ayton up there. But for me, if the Phoenix Suns meet up with the Milwaukee Bucks in the finals, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. It may take them 7 games to get it done, though, because obviously that offense is very potent. But I think their defense can travel to Phoenix and get a game out there in the desert. So I would go with the Milwaukee Bucks.
You with the Bucks, Jack?
Likewise, I think their defense will win the championship.
100%. Got to agree with that. They're first in defensive rating, 7th in offense. They're rolling.
All right, that's it from our team and their predictions. They've all been noted, boys, and we'll see who comes out on top.
The betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.